I'm ready.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Achane. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Tua sliding out of the pocket. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Allen running the option to the left. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Pass 85, pass 80, alert!
On 1st down, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
5 wide.
In motion goes the tight end.
Alert! Middle. Hey, home.
Here's Allen. Pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Third and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That 2 is going to change things up. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he Gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
All right, fellas, listen up.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And Wilson in motion left. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Bro, this fucking rain is crazy.
But when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through.
That was dumb. Bad rebounding.
When you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Running left, Achane to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup. Dolphins first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Still shedding tackles. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Motion man is Berrios. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Berrios. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Motion man is Berrios. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we...
Come the fuck on, bro.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Allen going to change the look here. On 2nd down, Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third and 4. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll give this to Champ. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the handoff, it's Achane. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now Tua. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Motion man is Berrios. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run. Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Achane. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Two and now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert! Alert! Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Berrios. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting. The flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now run by HN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This a 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A give left side. Here's HN. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Back to the ground, HN.
Let's go!
Gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
HN was one of the big backfield home run hitters in the 2023 draft. One of the fastest players in the class. Miami excitedly drawing up plays like that for him from the moment they sent that pick in.
On 1st down, back to HN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. HN here, they stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Being chased out left. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
Hell no.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Diggs going in motion right.
Middle. Hey, home. Regular.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight. 56. What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 30 yards.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Gets around him. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. For his right side, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Throwing Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's Tua. A run straight ahead with H.M. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Tua. Escaping the pressure right.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Tua.
No! Fuck!
Their comeback plans, it is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.